We were talking about Uzi, Cardi, Ken, Yeet, whatever. Well, you would think that since Playboi Carti signed Ken Carson, right, you'd be like, okay, like, what's the next step? Cardi gonna give Ken Carson a feature, or Destroy Lonely, because he's also signed to Opium, or whatever else. Like that's, or maybe they'll feature on his project, swap. Maybe he posts him on Instagram or something. But no, I don't think we've seen many pictures of Destroy Lonely with Playboi Carti, if I recall. Or there's only like one that exists with him and Ken, or like two. I think there's one in the mirror, and then there's one I don't know, Ken or Cardi's like in a whole vamp outfit. But regardless, so Uzi, there is a picture that exists of Uzi and Ken Carson, but now there is also a song or a snippet, and apparently it's real because they hacked Uzi's hard drive or something, I don't know. So this is a huge look for Ken, if you ask me. And again, it is crazy that Ken has a collab that surfaces with Uzi before Cardi. How does that happen? Uzi needs to start getting on his, you know what, demonetization, and start signing people and give him the clout before it runs out. And I'm not saying, you know, Uzi's a legend, he's a GOAT, but come on, start signing people. Stop, you know, working with Sofago, Yeet, Ken, and not getting the bag off of it. Am I wrong? Cardi ain't even give his artist a feature, at least that we know. I mean, they have worked, we know that for a fact, but it hasn't leaked or surfaced. But Uzi just giving hella clout, and Cardi or Ken didn't even have to pay for the feature. It's just, that's what we say, like with Whole Lotta Ray and Eternal Take, the hype was built off of the leaks hype. It's all marketing. That's why we were talking about how, you know, Ken didn't leak his project, right? Because it would look weird if he did. The lost files. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he didn't. But yeah. So Ken gets all of the clout from Uzi without even paying. That's all I'm saying. But here's the snippet. It's like botched, basically. It's hard to even hear. Let me go to the beginning real quick. Come on, buddy. That's all we got. That's crazy. I think what happened was they listened to the Ken part just to prove that it was Ken and Uzi, and then they scrolled forward on the file, and then it went to Uzi for 5 seconds. And that's a way, now that everybody's starting to post it, they're probably gonna sell it at one point in a group buy. The Uzi fans, they've been going hard lately. There's been a lot of Uzi leaks and group buys. So whoever's leaking these things, hit me up. Like, I'm trying to get a percentage for promoting these things, man. Not actually, but you know, like, you know, I wouldn't hate it if you got cut in the deal, bruh. Ken coming for me, Bob. Pause, bro. What? Pause. He's coming for me. Nah, I'm actually not scared of any rappers, because what are they gonna do? Like, I'm not saying I'm a public figure, because I'm not. Like, what, I got fucking YouTube subscribers. I'm not like a celebrity, but like, I'm in this space, right? So if anything were to happen to me in a public beef with a rapper, like 911, they're getting called on that person. I'm not trying to say I'm a snitch, because I wouldn't do anything, but I'm just saying, like, the internet is like an encyclopedia for the FBI. What if anybody does anything to me, they're gonna know who it was. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel untouchable, basically. We invincible out here. We Superman. I'm gonna bite a fucking bullet. What if Jaleel wanted to beef? Jaleel ain't beefing with me. He's a nice guy. He's nicer than me. I feel like I'm a nice guy. I know I be trolling on the internet, but when I meet him in person, they know that I'm, you know, I'm not, nothing is serious. I don't got any ops. We'll see, I guess, when we go to the Hyperpop Daily basketball thing tournament, if anything happens to me, because there's gonna be a bunch of rappers. So, but I feel like the rappers who are going to that, like, they're not the ones who are actually mean, you know, like they're not the ones that are gonna be beefing with like actual weapons. These are the ones that actually care about their fans and whatnot. And I don't know, like there's a dark side of rap and then there's a more happy light side. The dark side is definitely not coming because they're like sipping lean, chilling at the crib. Like they're too rare. And like, you know, to each their own, because they're usually the more clouded ones that don't come to these events. You know, like you're not gonna see Cardi pop out to one of these things ever because he's just like, he's doing whatever. He's too mysterious. Do I fuck with DC the Don? Yeah. We actually listened to one of his songs yesterday on SoundCloud. Whatever he just dropped, I actually liked it a lot. Would I go to a Yeet show? Only if it's backstage. I'm not going to any of these shows if I'm not invited, like, by that person. That's like a risk too. Like we were talking about how I feel invincible with the rappers, but the fans, man, some of these people who are, maybe I trolled someone too hard. The fan might be some school shooter who just takes me out relentlessly. And nobody's gonna know who that person is, so I'm not invincible to them. I just got the rapper's kryptonite. You know? I'm not gonna snitch. Chill.